Lastly, Jim Mora had some interesting words. Are they falling flat on his face as well? I don't think so. But here's what he said. Because of fit, I would take Sam Darnold if I were the Cleveland Browns. Oh my God, stop the presses. UCLA coach not taking your UCLA guy with the #1 overall pick. We'll get into that in just a second. I think he has that blue-collar, gritty attitude. I think his teammates will love him. I think the city will love him. He'll say the right things. He'll come in and represent well. I think he kind of represents what Cleveland is. And then if I was one of the New York teams, I'd take Josh like that. I think they're both going to be great pros. I understand where Jim Mora is coming from, all right? I totally get it. Now, there's two parts to this. One I already addressed. There's three, actually. One I already addressed is him saying, I think he kind of represents what Cleveland is. So what he's going to represent is a failing franchise that hasn't been to the playoffs in umpteen years, has had 98 starting quarterbacks since whatever it was, 2004. They have been bad with Brandon Weeden. They have been bad with Brady Quinn. They've been bad with so many, Charlie Fry, so many other quarterbacks that now you want to put Sam Darnold in that conversation. I think this is, once again, sort of like how Greg Popovich, as we discussed previously, manipulating the media in his favor. That's exactly what Jim Mora is doing. Because you know what you don't want to do if you're a quarterback, aside from Baker Mayfield, who would own it? You don't want to go to Cleveland. Oh, I could turn around the history of Cleveland. No, you can't. No, you can't. Not until someone else comes in who is a football genius. John Dorsey's trying to do that. And get better offensively, get better defensively, get better on special teams. The Cleveland Browns are not that. So I think this is a strong arming tactic once again from Jim Mora. And also, the other part of this is, why is it like, hey, the #1 pick is the most important thing in the world? We need to shed this sort of narrative. Because, just hear me out. It doesn't mean that it's the best overall talent. It's the best fit. That's how teams should draft, and sometimes they miss the boat on that. What Jim Mora is saying is Cleveland is a more calming place, even though they're losing. Josh Rosen can handle New York. He just handled Los Angeles. So he can go from the #2 market to the #1 market, deal with any sort of bumps that he has to deal with in this road of the National Football League and be totally fine. Now, he had like the F Trump had. He's had many others. You know, teammates have called out the media saying, no, he's actually loved by us. Josh Rosen is going to be fine. I think he's going to be the best quarterback in this class. But don't get me wrong. What Jim Mora is doing is actually not dissing him, but looking out for his quarterback. Let us know your thoughts. YouTube.com/TYT Sports.